Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? I am so
Good
thankful to be
morning.
here. How are you guys doing? Look who we got here, to Patricia, Phyllis, and you know what? We're going to be giving some people time to come on in because I know you guys do not want to miss what we have today. You guys, this is a beautiful day. I'm really, really happy. One, because you know what? We are standing in season 6. Do you know what that means to be standing consecutively with consistency and determination and motivation and discipline to be here for season
Yes.
6? We just want to take you on this journey and empower. We want to unleash you. All this is even new beginnings for us, and we're embracing our new beginnings, and we're sharing our new beginnings with you live Monday through Friday. Please tell me, do you know anybody? And if you do, then hey, let me know because I want to salute them that are up Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live to empower you, to give you the energy that we have. That means that we've had some good rest. Maybe we haven't had that good rest, but you know what? We still have to show up. We're showing you that we are showing up. We don't look like what we've been through, but what we're going to start doing is sharing our stories with you. Okay. So, and we do these things. If you guys pay attention, read between the lines. When we
Yeah.
bring something to you, trust and believe that these 3 women here have experienced one of them apples out of the bag. Okay. So we're not just talking just to be talking. Okay. We are giving you live examples, and we are women who are standing who have overcame. We had the audacity to be empowered to be on the Empowered Morning Show today. Triple threat. Angela, please let them know, like, what are we about? Like what is really going on here? Good morning, Tina. Alicia.
Alicia, I know. Good morning. Good morning, her and Tina. I see you all, Miss Phyllis, Miss Patricia. Thank you all so much for being here this morning. To all of the people who are on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, as well as IG, we appreciate you all being here. I'm telling you, and TikTok, we're coming for you. I mean, we're a little late to the game, but we are getting ready to come for you too.
Yes.
So let's go and keep it real. If somebody is a TikTok professional, go ahead and contact us. We don't mind asking for help. We need a little help here. So if you already a TikToker and you know what you're doing, help us out. Because we would like to get up. We want to get everywhere we can.
Yes.
And TT ain't playing over there. We want over there on TT.
Listen, hey, help empower them.
We can build together. That's what it's about. It's building. You take your
Yes.
brick, I take my brick, she takes her brick, and we build together.
Baby, build together, because we just talked about this morning. This is our 2nd year. I'm telling you, January will be going into the 3rd year. So we have been here, been consistent, bringing this encouragement and this inspiration. And I'm telling y'all, season 6 to me has been fire. I mean, the content, the participation. Shout out to all of our viewers who are in the comments, helping us get everybody empowered as well, because they empowering each other in the comments. I'm telling y'all have been bringing it, and we appreciate you. So let's go move on into well, let me back up, because Sparkle will always tell y'all, share the broadcast out. Go ahead and share somebody. And y'all have been doing very well, to share it out. So we thank you for that. Tag some people that, maybe you used to see on here that you don't see anymore, or some people that you say, hey, I know they're driving to work and they might need to tap in and listen so they can be ready before they dot their door and clock in. They need to come in with a new attitude of being empowered. Like, baby, whatever you're going to do today, you can't take me off of my game. I'm coming
That's
in
it.
strong, unstoppable, unleashed. I don't think you're ready for me, but here it is.
But
Want to
here
see
I
it? Here
am.
it go.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Yes, we want to be able to bring that out of you and bring that to you and help you to, walk into your place of employment empowered, because somebody needs you today. Somebody needs you to
Yes.
come through there with a great attitude. Somebody needs you to come through there with, like, hey, baby, listen, they can take their best shot, but guess who they're not going to mess with today? Me.
Not
It's not going to
today.
happen.
Not
Not
tomorrow.
today.
Because I
Now,
have my power.
baby, I've got my power. I've taken control of it. And that's a beautiful place to be, baby, because what I say, it's a beautiful day to be empowered. So we want to get
A beautiful
empowered
day.
together. Yesterday, we talked about the different people that you need to stay away from, cut
Hmm.
loose, feed with a long handle spoon, reevaluate your relationships with. It can be family, it can be business people, it can be friends, co-workers, whoever's in your life that are doing these type of things. Because what we realize is that Reverend Pat, I think, said yesterday, you can't be with people who cause you to wilt and not bloom.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
So reevaluate it, because if people are draining you dry, if they are, causing you to be emotionally, anxious or depressed or stressed, you don't need that in your life. We are trying to go to the next level, and elevation requires you to, y'all know, like sometimes when you're flying, there's a baggage or a weight limit, right? Of what they can
Limit.
carry before you can really take off. Because what happens is if the plane is too overweighted, it will cause it to come down and crash, And so, with that being said, sometimes you have to remove some baggage. You have to remove everything can't go with you as you're trying to elevate. Sometimes you need to shed some of the things that have been holding you down so that you can continue to go higher. Now, that doesn't mean that, when you leave somebody or you move on and get higher, that you're better than somebody else or whatever. It just means that I love me more.
Hmm.
And
I
hey,
do.
it is what it is. I love me more.
And people aren't used to you loving you more. That's new for people. This is a new beginning. So you have
Yes.
to understand that is new for people. They're
Yes.
used to you not
Yes. Good
loving
morning, Doris.
yourself,
Yes.
because not loving you yourself is a different person. It is a total different person. Loving you and not loving you, that's two different
That's
people.
true.
Exactly. When you get into people pleasing and imposter syndrome and all these things that you do to make people
Validation.
love you and validate you, right? That's not you loving you and putting you first. That's not you pouring from a full cup. That's you struggling to get people to see who you are. And
Hmm.
sometimes, baby, the truth be told, you need to see yourself. See yourself. Look in
Yeah.
the mirror, like Sparkle do the mirror talk. See yourself. See the beautiful individual that you are. Stop waiting for somebody to tell you that you're beautiful. Stop waiting for somebody to tell you that you are great or you are fabulous or you're amazing. Stop waiting for somebody else. Tell your doggone self. Look in the mirror, baby. Again, you see Sparkle
Yes.
just pulled it out, baby. Look in that mirror and say, baby, you a bad. What's that song? You a bad mama jamma, honey. If y'all don't
You
remember,
a
look it up,
bad
baby.
mama
You a
jamma.
brick house. Whatever you need to tell yourself, tell it, and then start believing that. Because I'm telling y'all, when you get around these people, like yesterday we talked about the constant critic, the person who's going to always criticize everything you do, no matter how well you do it. You could go out here and get a PhD, baby, and they already looking at you like, well, girl, you know what? See, I can't be going to them people and paying all that money to get a PhD because, dang, I'm getting knowledge. I'm a doctor, and here you are. You got something to say about it. The Go on, Regina. Go ahead. What was you getting ready to say? Look, Miss Doris said, I love me, baby. Yes. All
Exactly.
day,
I
every
love
day.
her.
All
Hmm.
day, every day.
Every
Yes.
day.
And
But
Reverend Pat
loving
said, for
her
some of
is
us,
not just people think I love me. Is I know I'm beautiful. I like my hair. No, I'm talking about that deep heart, that down in the inside that
Hmm.
keeps your heart beating. That kind of love, that love that you have to give in yourself,
mm-hmm,
that you're patient with you, that you give yourself grace. And
Mm.
in the same token, you give yourself grace, but you push yourself past you. Like it, you know, some things you can't believe, but you have to love yourself so much that I'ma love me past me.
That's it.
Boom, that part. Reverend Pastor says loving you is not selfish. It's not. Don't
Nope.
feel guilty. A lot of times we have been raised to think that when you think of yourself, that means that, you're being selfish. No, you've
Right.
got to be so full of the love you have for you that it overflows to everybody else. They come around you and they just
Mm-hmm.
feel, how you can go in sometimes in people's houses and it's just so peaceful and calm.
There you
When you
go.
love yourself, baby, you don't stress out about a whole lot of things. Tina said, how could I not love me and have to face me every day?
Because
Exactly.
people don't face themselves every day.
They don't. That's
People
it.
don't face the person that's on that other side of the mirror.
They do not,
They
baby.
don't
They
face
don't.
themselves. That's
They're
how they
looking at the
continue
glass.
not loving themselves.
And
Because
when you don't do
who
that,
who want
you
who want to
disrespect
face
yourself.
themselves sometimes?
True.
Sometimes that's a hard, difficult stage. I
Exactly.
hold myself accountable. I did it.
Yep.
I got to acknowledge it wasn't nobody else. And then those people that's trying to make you feel guilty is because they
Mm-hmm.
want some of that love for themselves. They making you feel bad because they want to know, how do you love yourself like that?
Exactly.
But in
Yeah.
return, they want to talk bad about you because people talk bad about great things. And when people are talking about you, know that you're on the right track because you give them something to talk about.
You're relevant, baby. You made me relevant. Thank you. Thank you for the free advertisement. Thank you.
Listen, Shannon said, good morning, Shannon. She said, good morning.
Shannon,
Love
what's
self first
up?
is the most amazing feeling. I'm telling you, when you can wake up in the morning and realize that, Lord, thank you for waking me up today, and you love yourself. I'm telling you, it is just a cozy, warm,
That's
good
it.
feeling when you love you. It's like having your skin nourished. Y'all know how sometimes when you got dry skin, it's itchy, you feel uncomfortable, it's tight, you don't feel good, you're looking all ashy and dry. But when you start moisturizing yourself, baby, when you start hydrating yourself, when your skin
Yep.
looks amazing, like when
Girl, when you get a
we
good
laughed and talked about
juju, you
Regina,
sound about experience at the juju.
girl. We talked about, remember when Regina came on one day, and you looked at her and you said, Regina, your skin looks amazing. And when you start loving on yourself, when you start
Yes.
taking care of yourself, I'm telling you, look, Sparkle and got froze, y'all. So whatever she was getting ready to say, she's gonna come
Yeah,
on back.
honey, she meditating right now. She praying for us. Just believe it. Hey,
Yeah, it's
look at,
coming back.
she's
It's
in a,
coming back.
yeah, a state of prayer right now. My goodness.
But Miss Patricia said, God is love. He operates in love, and He is, and we should love ourselves. You can't say you love God and don't love you.
Hey,
Think about
that's
that. If
right.
you really love God, God is inside of you, so you gotta love you. That should be a
Mm-hmm.
top priority. Alyssa, people talk to find like-minded people to bring you down instead of talking to you
Yep.
to figure out how they can attempt to get on your level. Listen.
And you know what? Some people don't realize, listen, some people been used to have been talked so down to and bad to that when they be around people who are genuinely lift them up,
Mm-hmm.
they don't really know how to receive that because they're so used to being attacked. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, man, you got somebody who, says nice things to you or is kind to you, or they don't know how to receive it. They're like, this isn't foreign to me. And it shouldn't be.
It should not be. You should be able to take a compliment. If somebody says, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, I love your
Mm-hmm.
hair. Oh my God, I love
Yeah,
your style of dress. Most people are like
exactly.
looking
They're
crazy.
like,
Like,
this hair? Oh, you like this hair is instead of
I
saying
thank
thank
you. I
you.
was getting ready to say, first thing you say is, oh, this girl, this old girl. Stop,
Right.
step down.
But don't do it to me. I'm gonna stop you and just say thank you.
Say thank you.
She will. She
And
definitely will. She don't
just
want
say
all that
thank you.
extraness.
But I want to put a pin right here and say, go to Reverend Paz comment because I think it's really important while we're talking about
Okay.
self-love. Reverend Paz says, I look in the mirror and see the throwed off Trish, and I love her too. See,
Yes.
You're
you
right.
gotta love every part of you. The part of you
Mm-hmm.
that back in the day, you might have been a little crazy. You might have been
That
doing
was scratching Ken
you
people
gotta love
cars
the
and
old
stuff.
her. Dig down inside and,
Right.
and love the old her. Love every part
Mm-hmm.
of you because All of the things come together to make you who you are today. Had you not experienced some of the things you went through in the past, you wouldn't be who you are today. And
That's
even
right.
though you may not be where you want to be, maybe your finances are not where you want it to be, maybe your relationship is not where you want it to be, maybe where you work at is not your ideal place, maybe where you're living at is not your ideal place. We are works in progress. So love you on your journey, whatever part of the journey you're on. Love that person. It doesn't matter
Love.
that you haven't arrived. Me and Regina were laughing a minute ago. You think people have arrived, baby? Ain't none of us arrived. You run around here and you
Work in
think, oh my
progress.
God, I thought, I thought she was at the top of her game. Nobody's there, baby, because nobody's perfect. Nobody is Jesus. So we're all on a journey to get to what God
Hmm.
has for us, to get to the fulfillment
We're
of the
striving.
he has for us. Jeremiah 29:11 says, I have plans for you, right? We
Well,
all
I know the plans I have for you,
girl.
honey.
Yes.
And if
Good
he
morning.
know it, then that's all that matters.
That part, honey. Run past said Trisha still can be crazy. I have to
Honey, already, hey, you already know that there are some triggers still. Listen, we still have a little bit of side effects, the residue left over, baby. Hey,
yes,
work in
yes.
progress.
Hey,
Yes.
and
But
every
but we
now and
gotta go
then,
on, like let's go on and get to the last two. We can't go because we told them we was gonna give them the
We're
last
gonna give
yes,
it
two.
to you.
yes.
I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready for this.
Sparker said,
The
I'm looking at this time and we're doing too much. I need to get these two out, but we didn't
doing
mess
too
around and
much.
get them
I'm gonna
tomorrow.
make an executive producer decision.
Yes, go ahead.
Cut
Look,
it. She's
love
already
yourself, but
blocking
we're
us.
going to go to these last two. Go
Okay,
ahead,
come on,
Jess.
sis.
Okay.
Let's get it, girl.
So y'all should already know what number 7 is because we already with that. Real quick, Angela, I'm only giving you half of a second. Break down the first 6.
Okay.
Quick.
Number 1 was the constant critic. Number 2 was the emotional vampire. 3 was the guilt tripper. 4 was the gaslighter. 5 was the dismissive one. 6 was the non-apologizer. Boom. Number
Let's
7,
get it.
Spark.
And number 7, baby, is that controlling one that want to control you, and control everybody that's around. Control can be a thing. At first, it's a good thing. It starts off as a concern or a care, but then it flips. It'll turn into telling you what to do. Girl, if it was me, I wouldn't, but it's not. They want to tell you how to feel, who to be, and who to become a problem. And all that becomes a problem for me.
Yep.
The controlling person tells you what to do, how to feel, and look, even StreamYard said yes. Or who to be. That controlling
Exactly.
one that dictates your choice.
Mm-hmm.
They want to tell you how to do everything. That controlling spirit that takes over not just their life, but everybody's life that they have a part of. They dismiss your opinion. They think your opinion is just stupid. Yet that don't make no sense. All that crazy stuff. And they manipulate you into doing what they want you to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to get rid of the person that's trying to control you. God is the controller, not
That's
man.
it.
He didn't make people controllers of anything. Even though they think they control, just like all this presidential, all that, they think everything is controlling, but God is the controller. And I need you to know it's important to dismiss some people that's trying to control your mind, that think you're not smart enough, that you don't have enough God in you, that you don't have enough faith in you to be able to make decisions that God had already given you. For God knows the plans that he has for you, and
That's
he
it.
gives you the plan.
Hello.
He gave you the plan. But then you get off track because my sister said that was not a good idea. Who plan you want to believe?
Exactly.
And most of the time, that controlling person, look at their life. Do an inventory.
What you say?
But
Don't
they want to
control
you.
Control yourself. Don't control yourself.
Get rid of that controlling spirit. And what's so crazy? We all have it. We all have that controlling spirit. You have to dilute that. You have to die to that self, die to that controlling spirit. And some people refuse to surrender to it and keep letting it control who they are.
Right.
So let that controlling person go. Because we all have them.
Yes, I'll have them and sometimes want to be them. But at the end of the day, you got to get yourself to the point of where you release that, because you're in control of yourself, but you're not in control of somebody else. And just because you don't understand somebody's decision doesn't mean it's wrong. You know how
that's true,
because you don't understand it, and then that controlling person makes you get so defensive. Like you feel like you got to defend yourself. You feel like as soon as I start talking to them, I'm always in defending. Like, no, you see me? No, I have an idea. No, I think I'm enough to do it. And they're like, oh no, you're not. No, you need to go on in there and you need to do this and you need to do that. No.
Exactly.
This is new beginnings, and I cannot let you keep on slapping me over and over and over
with this controlling
by your
issue.
Controlling spirit.
Yeah, and you know what? Controlling is very damaging. First of all, when I think of control, and when people try to put control on a person, I'm not your slave. I'm just be straight up, because when you allow somebody to control you, become a slave to them mentally. That is the worst type of slavery, is mental slavery. You're not going to control me like that. Now, don't get us wrong. We've all been in a situation where you've either been controlled or been the controller, but we've all had an apple out of this tree. Okay. That's not a good state of mind. I'm just going to be straight up with you. That's a sick mind. Anybody who has to control every situation, and you don't control nothing because you ain't even in the creator. You don't even know what it begins to, what is control is. You don't even have self-control. And you trying to control somebody. Now, how much insanity is that? And I'm just going to be honest. That's a mental. Okay. That's very mental. And we need to stop that. And then, you know what? How do you flourish in an environment that you're being controlled? How does anybody flourish in an environment that you're being controlled? That's like closing the cell door, locking the key, and telling you to lay down at 9 o'clock, get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, what you're going to eat, and when you're going to use the bathroom.
You can't. That controlling person can't even let you see miracles that happen in your life, because they're too busy trying to control what's going on. Parents, I know we guilty. I know we are so guilty. Yeah. Yes. We want to come and rescue our kids from everything. But they'll figure it out. They're gonna have to drop to their knees, just like you drop to your knees and pray.
Yes. Sometimes you have to let people bump their own heads, because it's the lessons that you learn through your own experiences that stay with you. That's how you know to not do certain things. If I'm driving and I'm going down the road and there's a detour or accident or something, if I don't learn how to navigate things on my own, you're not going to always be with me to make sure that things are going to turn out the way you think they should. I have to be able to, make wrong turns and wrong decisions and see my own consequences in order for me to grow. So somebody who controls you, they don't want to see you grow. They want to see you stay right where you are. And Angelina said, good morning, Angelina. She said that you have to set boundaries with the controlling ones for your own well-being, period.
For your own well-being. She said for your own well. And do you hear WELL, well-being?
Yes.
That's a healthy person.
Yes.
You setting that boundary of that control is building your health. That's building your wealth. That's building you to become everything that God has called you to become. So I'm going to do this last one, because this last one is thebomb.com. The passive aggressive one.
Oh.
Passive, they passive about it. They got a passion. They are passive, but they're aggressive. It can be tricky to spot it, but it's so damaging.
Break it down.
It's when someone expresses their negative feelings indirectly instead of openly addressing them. Such behavior can leave you feeling confused, frustrated, and hurt. It's a form of emotional manipulation.
Yes, it is.
That can cause stress and strain relationships. Open and honest communication is essential in healthy relationships. That means that aggressive spirit, people have a passive aggressive spirit where they fight.
Okay. You know what? They don't want her to be great today.
My internet is trying to play games.
It's okay, sweetheart. But you know what? She's right when she's saying about passive aggressive. You know, a passive aggressive, a lot of times it could be very hard to identify. Okay, so they could come very very subtle with you, but it's their words that they say that are more damaging.
Yeah,
they're sarcastic. No, you're not joking. You know what I'm saying? That's not a joke. I don't joke that way, okay? Because it's, to me, I'm looking at you like, oh, you really think that you're joking, but I see that what you're trying to do. It's the same thing. We got to be able to identify these things.
You got to be able to identify. Another thing they said is people who give you the silent treatment. You know how you wanted somebody and y'all talking, then next thing they shut down and they give you the silent treatment and you trying to figure out, well, dang, what did I say?
Try to get them off mute.
Yeah. Yes, that part.
Try to get them off mute.
Yes.
Am I back?
Yes, you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
They are hot and cold. Shay says they are hot and cold with you.
StreamYard is having an aggressive spirit right now.
That part.
They're trying to control.
Hey, Shay did a good one. Yes, Shay. They're hot and cold with you and it messes with you. You're right, because you're trying to figure out, like, you don't, the people that you have to tiptoe around, you just like, I don't want to set them off.
No.
Because if I do the wrong thing, here they go. Let me be, that's hot and cold, and that stresses you out. That overwhelms you because you don't know who you're dealing with. It's kind of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. One day you sweet and nice and kind and good. The next day you looking crazy. You looking at me. You ain't saying nothing. It's too much. It's too much.
That's true.
It's
way too much.
And I naturally walk on my tippy toes. That's a natural.
Okay.
So if I'm already naturally walk on my tippy toes, then I got to walk on another higher tiptoe. Then that means I'm getting ready to trip all over everything. And that's what you feel like. You feel like you're just tripping. No matter how much I try to talk to them, I can't get through to them.
No, you're not going
it's
to.
Their way or no way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's not good. That's not a good place to be. And you know what? And people got to understand, when you have when a person responds to somebody like this, you take the risk because you think you know the other person on the other end who is you're giving this controlling spirit to. Never underestimate, well, you're doing this controlling and you think you're controlling. You're not controlling anything. Okay? Because there's some people that know how to cut you off instantly, mentally first. Okay?
Yes.
Think about that. So when you really think that you're controlling, there are some people that you think you're controlling, but you're really not controlling. They had done shut you off in their mind already. You're not controlling anything. And now they're focused on, you know what? This person who I thought was coming with good intentions really wasn't having all that great intentions. So let me just sit back and play possum so I can peep you out totally of who you really are. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? Because I'm giving you guys some game, okay? Some gems of who you really are. And I'm a lot more mentally stronger than you think. So I'm going to sit back and watch every detail of your controlling. Now I done learned you to the point to where, you know what? You're a little off and you're trying to make me feel off. You got some insecurities going on. Maybe you've been rejected in your life somewhere down the line. You know, maybe some of these trauma things that you're trying to put on people. Maybe it's time, like Dr. Spikel says, it's time to look within in the mirror and see it for what it is. Because if you're not healed, you're going around damaging people. Okay? We all have to pay for what we do. Pay attention to what I'm saying. So it's our own responsibility. If you're carrying on any types of these characteristics that we've talked about yesterday and today, we're trying to give you guys some nuggets. It's time to be mentally healthy, guys. If our
Yes.
mind is sick, our body is sick. We should be operating on the
Mhm.
highest level capacity of having the best mental health. But
And
if
you're
you
filling
haven't,
up your tank.
but if you're
You're
experiencing
you're
these
filling
or
up your
allowing
tank.
it, then you know what? We're not there, guys.
Okay, so I think we have the comment of the day. Truth, me, your lips are moving, and I haven't heard a thing, but I see you.
I see you. Come on, Reverend Pat.
Come on, Reverend
Reverend Pat
Pat.
got the
Ivory, she
comment of
brought
the
it
day.
home. She brought it home.
That is the truth. Your lips are
Yes.
moving,
I don't hear
but
nothing you
my
say, but I
ears
see
are
you.
turned off.
Yes. That's
But I
good.
see you. I love
I
it.
see you.
I love it. So, of course, what we always doing at a time.
Out
We
of time.
Always out of time.
I'm telling you, this is the fastest 30 minutes. I wish these 30 minutes would buy as fast at work as they do on this Empower One
Baby.
show. 30
Listen,
minutes
That's
don't go
true.
by this fast.
Kathy said,
Hurt
hurt
people,
people
hurt
hurt
people.
people.
That's it.
So with that being said, the whole purpose of this was for you to identify people in your life who are really hurting you. And even though you love them, that doesn't mean they don't love you. But at the same time, their behavior is what's getting it. And Alyssa said, control, alt, delete, baby. Learn how to take back your control. The alt is where you can learn your new, but also delete the access of what you're taking your control back from. Alyssa, they came in
Come on,
strong.
she didn't drop. Somebody drop the mic. Can we just
They
drop the
came
mic,
in
please?
strong at the end, baby.
Control, alt, delete.
Boom. Control, alt, delete. Period.
When you ready to go from work and you like, okay, I'm done. You hit that control, alt, delete.
That's
And
it.
that means I'm
And
done.
release it. Release it and keep moving.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Y'all so good in the comments. I'm telling y'all have been showing out. Season 6, y'all have been showing out in the comments, and we love it.
Yes, we do.
And with that being said, Reverend Pat will come right behind us. She is going to go ahead and give you some more nuggets to help you become better. We're filling our capacity. We're filling our tanks up to become everything that God has for us. Because when you have a full tank of gas, you can keep going. But when you're empty, you gotta wonder, can I make it? And we're not trying to do anything. We're not trying to make it. We know we're making it, and we know without a doubt we are becoming the best version of who we are. Alicia got that comment
She
of
got
the
the
day,
comment
and
day
I'm
and she's
feeling
feeling it. Control, alt, delete, baby.
Control, alt, delete.
That's it.
And the attitude. Like, think about the attitude that you have when you hit control, alt, delete.
Right.
For the
It's
kids in
empowered.
school, when you have wrote that long paper and you've been sitting there trying to write that paper and it's finally over and you're done with the paper, you have saved it, you have sent it to your professor and you're done, that control, alt, delete feels so good. And that's what we want you to do. Feel good about hitting control, alt, delete. Control. You have it's deleted.
Yes, Farika, thank you. Go to Destined Baptist Church to catch Rev Pat, or go to We Empower Network and catch Rev Pat, because I'm telling y'all, she's getting ready to give you a good word, a good message. She always does. So listen, don't miss out on that. But yes, Sparkle, control, alt, delete.
That's it.
Got to make it happen. So we're going to control, alt, delete. We'll see you on Thursday. Tomorrow, bright and early, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You must be in the place. Thank you, Farika. Invite some sisters, invite your brothers, invite some people to come and be a part of We Empower Her. Have a great one.
Bye.